Hi there, it's Nicole from Mama Elephant, and today I have a card showcasing the adorable new Little Cat Agenda stamp set. It is this set that has lots and lots, I think 20 different little cat images that you can create lots of different themed cards with. I did some Valentine's cards here a few days ago, and today I'm going to do a birthday themed card. I am also incorporating lots of other Mama Elephant stamps and dies. I am first die cutting 4 frames using the small Polaroid Fun die. This is a die from quite a while back from Mama Elephant, and I just love it because it's small and I'll be able to frame up 4 of the little kitties from the Little Cat Agenda stamp set. I am die cutting all of these frames from some of the Bristol Smooth cardstock. I used this cardstock as opposed to other smooth white cardstocks because I love this for using the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I will be using both the inside and the frame piece for my card today, so I'm saving both of those. I just have to poke it out with a piercing tool because it wanted to stick. But you can see they're adorable little frames, perfect for small images like these little cats. I'm going to lay out all 4 frames, and then I'm going to take 4 of the images from Little Cat Agenda, and I'm trying to pick birthday themed images or something. A lot of them will work for more than one occasion, but I did choose a cat holding a cake, one with a trumpet, one with a present, and one blowing one of those little party things with a party hat on. So it's all going to be very, very birthday themed. I am going to stamp these off on my scrap paper before I try to stamp on my square, since most of these had never been inked before. And then I'm simply going to ink up each of these little images in a square. So 1 per frame. Got my little cat with holding the cake there. Next I'm going to have my cat blowing a little trumpet. I am cleaning them on a Hero Art scrubber pad in between and then putting them back on my stamp sheet. Got my cat holding a gift present, and then finally the little cat with the party hat. I'm going to start from the right and work my way to the left, and I want each of my cats to be a different color. When I'm using the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, I like to lay down my dark color first and then take my lighter color and then blend that out. So any of the colors I'm using are shown across the bottom of the screen. I have both the number and the name, the color name, to make it easy for reference. So I have a little light gray kitty. Now I'm going to have a little brown kitty. Same thing with the dark color first and then the light. I am going to just skip this one, the third one there, or the second one over, however you want to look at it. And move on to my little orange kitty. And finally, I'm going to finish with a dark gray or almost a black kitty. I knew I wanted to do another shade of gray, but I was giving myself a little bit of time before I did it, since I wasn't exactly sure which markers I wanted to use to achieve that. You can see how smoothly the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers blend on this Bristol Smooth cardstock. I absolutely love it. So here's my dark gray or black kitty. Black's a tricky one because if you color it too black, you're going to lose all of the definition of the face. So I tried to keep it a little lighter in the face area and just darken it up. I even had to go back in and pull in a little bit more of my dark color marker and blend it out again. You don't want to go over it too many times, or you probably will pill the paper a little bit, but I have found with this paper it's a lot more forgiving than some other watercolor type papers. Next comes the fun part of adorning all of the little things that the cats are holding, plus I'm adding a little shadow with that 097 pale gray marker. That's going to ground the images in each of these frames. I'm also going around each with the Haze blue, just to give it a little bit of definition, a little bit of shadow around the edge of each of my cute little cat images. Once I have all of my coloring done, I am ready to do the rest of my card. And I have die cut a large rectangle using the A2 sized So Fancy die. And that's up there in the top of your screen. Then I'm going to take little teeny tiny greetings from Happy Mail, and I'm going to stamp those along the bottom edge of each of my Polaroid frames using a black ink. So just a simple little embellishment to each of the frames. There's several small ones here, plus there's other Mama Elephant stamp sets where there's some small greetings or sentiments that would work as well if you wanted to mix and match amongst the different Mama Elephant stamp sets. I loved these because they were tiny enough that they really worked well on these small Polaroid frames. I'm going to take a greeting from the Birthday Wishes stamp set now and stamp that right along the bottom edge of my large background panel. And then I decided before I stamped the labeled message Happy Birthday, I should probably use my Misty so that I could stamp it one right on top of another in case the first stamped image didn't turn out as dark as I wanted it to. Sometimes with these solid greetings like this that look like labels, I need to stamp it a couple times. And you can see it's pretty light there that first time, so I'm going to stamp it twice, and that looks so much better. I love how crisp and dark that is. I could have done that for both greetings, really, if I wanted to. I started to attach my frames, and then I thought, I like the white on white. That's really what I was going for. I wanted kind of a clean and simple type of look, but I felt like the background needed just a little something. And so I decided that I would use the Mama Elephant Brush Strokes stamp set with some of their pigment inks to create some kind of ink splatters on the background. Whenever I need something on a background that just adds a little something, I love those distressed type splatters. I call them controlled splatters. You can definitely create your own with paint or whatever, but to get really cool controlled splatters, I love stamps for this. I am using the Posh Pink, Ocean, Buttercup, and Lemongrass pigment inks from Mama Elephant to do this, and I'm simply going to stamp 5 of these images. Not a ton, it adds just a little bit of color, and I pulled the colors that I used directly from what I colored in all of those little frames. So a lot of the pink obviously from the cake and things like that. Once I have my little distress, I'm going to go ahead and finish adding the rest of my frames. I've kind of got them tilted at angles and overlapping. I love to do this with Polaroid frames. It's one of my favorite ways to adhere those to any type of project, whether it be a card or a scrapbook page. I'm going to snip off any excess off of the edges. Using my scissors, I'm going to rearrange that real quick. And then I did smudge up above this one frame, and I couldn't decide what I needed to do, and I actually ended up taking an eraser and erasing it, and I got it off, or got most of it off, so it's not so glaring, which is great. I'm taking a little washi tape now. I think this is from Doodlebug. I've had it forever, but just a nice thin washi tape, and just taping them all to my cards so it looks like they're all taped up there to secure them. Once I have that washi tape all in place, here's that eraser, erasing that little ink smudge or glue smudge. Once I have that done, I can go ahead and adhere this to a side fold card base panel, and my birthday greeting card showcasing the Mama Elephant Little Cat Agenda stamps is all finished. Thanks for joining me today for this birthday card showcasing Mama Elephant stamps and dies. The supplies I used to create this card are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here are a couple more projects showcasing Mama Elephant stamps and dies that you might be interested in. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.